Good pass complete to number 30.
All right, after the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 Tazewell from the Pioneer 34-yard line. Coach Adams and Michael Webb, the defensive coaches for the Pioneers, took that timeout. That's Tazewell, or Pioneer's second timeout here in the second half. Both times these timeouts were taken while the Pioneers were on defense. Tazewell unable to move the ball other than that long run by T.J. Kitts on their first play of the game in the first half, but they're moving it well here in the second half. Once again, Kitts gives it to Harris. He gets down near the 30-yard line where he's gang tackle. Picks up about 4 on that carry. It'll be, they're marking it just shy of the 30, so gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, there's Harris. He tries to get off his left tackle, eludes the tackle, and he's still moving. He's got enough for a first down. He took it down to the 21-yard line, so Israel Harris pretty well stymied in the first half, but he's not been stymied here in the second half. First and 10, Tazewell from the Pioneer 21. There's Harris once again off the right side, and he picks up a little yardage, not much this time. Tried to go off that left tackle, and Pioneers pretty well stymied him that time. He picked up about a yard, maybe half yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Well, just inside the Pioneer 20.
About a yard. Second, about 9.
One wide receiver out right, out to the right side. Little look in pass, thrown too high. Like Morgan Smith on the receiving end of that pass. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Don't forget to visit the concession stand. All prices are due. They're almost giving it away. That's a lot of football.
Same formation for the Bulldogs. Once again, little flag pattern there by Dakota Griffith that time. Ball thrown too high. So that pass incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 9 for Tazewell.
Incomplete. Be 4th and long for Tazewell.
Maybe 8. There's T.J. Kitts in. Perfect time for T.J. to run up the middle here. He always disappears in that line and pops out for about 15.
4th and long. Kitts fakes to his running back. That ball was hit. It was thrown. Somebody got a hold of Kitts' arm there as he threw the ball, and that pass was way short. Griffith out here on the sideline. He was the intended receiver, but Pioneer stopped this drive, and with 3:08, they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Well, they're on their own 19. Sorry about that. Pioneers come out, one wide out to the right. They're in the I formation. Stoots under center. Gives it to his tailback. He gets over the 20, up about the 21. I think that was Dylan.
29, Walker, Dillon on the carry.
Gain of a couple. 2nd and 8. We've got 2:44 left here, third quarter. It's 35-6. The Pioneers in the lead. Once again, Pioneers in the I formation. Wide receiver to the left. Give to the fullback. That's Stanley, and he bursts through there, gets over the 25. He'll get up to about, I think, the 27-yard line. And he'll probably, it's going to be a third, and I think about 2.5 to 3 yards there.
What did you say coming in? We still don't have to say that we made the first Tazewll. I'm going to use that for probably 14 more years. 35-6, Bulldogs straight. 11 is football, and they got third down, 2.
Little misdirection there to Stanley, and he breaks the tackle there at the line of scrimmage, gets up to about the 32-yard line. And he'll have enough for a first down. However, the umpire there threw a flag. We'll see what's going on. That came pretty late. That's a personal foul against Tazewll. That's going to cost them 15 yards. Probably a late hit there. But that'll get the ball up near the midfield mark. They're going to mark it on the Pioneer about the 47, 48-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Pioneers come out in the I. They have a wide receiver to the near side. Gives it off to Dylan, tailback, and he gets probably up to the midfield stripe. That was a tough 2 yards there for Dylan. They're going to mark it right on the midfield stripe. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 8. We're inside the last minute here of the third quarter. Corey Stoots under center. Gives the ball off to his tailback. That was Dylan. He picks up some pretty tough yardage. Picks up a couple of yards there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. Clock is moving. I think that will be the last play of the third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. 35-6, the Pioneers lead it. You're watching high school football on ARC TV. 3rd and 6 for the Pioneers. Well, 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 6. Stoots breaks out, got a man up the sideline. Nice play by the Tazewll defender, though. That was Dakota Griffith who knocked that ball away. Pass intended for Chandler Boyd. But Stoots probably a little bit late on that throw, too. But anyway, it'll be a kicking situation or a punting situation for the Pioneers. Tight end Logan Smith will go back to kick. And Dakota Griffith deep for the Bulldogs. Smith pretty good boot. It's going to lay down and roll inside the 10-yard line. It's going to roll dead on about the 8-yard line. So Bulldogs with a long field there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line.
50 yards here. We are
hard to believe there.
Right.
35-6, the Pioneers lead it. We've got a full quarter here in front of us. Pretty good defensive effort by the Pioneers here tonight. This walks back, he's looking to throw, and he throws that ball way out of the end zone. Kiss was in a little trouble back there, and he just heaved it. It went over the sideline fence into the crowd, but it was called incomplete. So he did have a receiver in the area over here. So 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Give that ball to Harris. He's trying to get out wide, but he's contained, and nice job out there, containment on that end. Parks made the tackle. We're going to lose about 4 yards on that carry. It'll be 3rd and 14, the ball resting inside the 5-yard line. Gets looking to throw up the right side.
Oh! What a catch!
And what a catch over there. I think that was Griffith, and he was covered up by the Pioneers. He caught that ball. Really good catch. The ball's out to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Tazewell. Wide out to either side now for the Bulldogs. Kid's looking. He's trying to throw a little spot pass. He lays it out there, but too far for his wide receiver. His receiver had a couple of steps on the defender, but that ball thrown way too far. Kitts has a good arm. Trying to throw that spot pass. He's had a little trouble. He's hit it a couple of times.
Many nights people don't see the behind the scene action sometimes when we have technical difficulties. We got to work our way through those.
Once again, he throws it up that sideline. This time overthrown again. The Pioneers had the receiver double team, but I think an accurate pass probably would have worked. I never have been able to discern that number as who that receiver is over there. Might be Mason Mullins. So 3rd and 10 for the Dogs. Once again, a little look-in pass. That was intended for Dakota Griffith. Ball thrown a little high and a little in front of him. So it'll be 4th and 10 now for Tazewell. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go for it. With 10:18 left. Tried him by a score of 35-6. Really not much to lose. Kit's back in the shotgun. Throws it up the sideline, and that was almost intercepted, but it was knocked away. I think that was Stanley over there. So the Pioneers will take over 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 27-yard line.
Several touchdowns. We were down 50 to nothing at halftime. The next score 30 or 40.
So good field position for the Pioneers. They've got a wide receiver either way. Corey Stutes under center. Gives it to his tailback. Gets a little running room off the right side. That hole quickly closes though. He'll get the ball down near the 22-yard line.
Running back right there. That is number 2.
That was Smith on the carry. Freshman Logan Smith. He picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Andy Stoops, all the signals for the Pioneers.
Lebanon with a record of 3-6. They will improve to 4-6. Looks like they're going
And we've got an official's timeout. I think Tazewll's got somebody kind of injured. The referee's talking to him. Landon Atkins was out here. He was kind of limping, so they got a sub in for him.
Yeah. Bulldogs scored on a 9-yard run by
Andy Stoots under center now for the Pioneers. Gives the ball to his fullback straight ahead. Not much cooking there. Dalton Sneed on the carry. Gets the ball down to the 20. It's going to be 3rd down for the Pioneers. They've got about 3 yards to go for a 1st down.
That hasn't happened in about 4 or 5 years. Kudos to Frank Bigman, man.
Andy Stoops under center. Gives to his tailback.
Now Josh Witt.
That's Josh Witt.
Number 54, Josh Witt.
Running out the tailback spot, and he picks up good yardage down inside the 15, down to the 13. Josh Witt, the linebacker for the Pioneers. Put him in there at tailback, let him run the ball, and he did a good job. Got the 1st down. Ball is, I think, on the Tazewell 14-yard line. Stoops fumbles the snap, loses the ball, and Pioneers fall on it. That's freshman Logan Smith. Got the recovery. Ball goes back to about the 19-yard line. Loss of 5 or 6 there. I think it's going to be 2nd and about 16. Andy Stoops didn't get the snap cleanly and tried to pull it out there, lost it. Logan Smith, Johnny on the spot though, he got on that ball. 2nd and 15. 7:14 left in the game. 35-6, Pioneers lead it. Just a pitch back here to Smith. He takes the ball down outside the
Two
15,
Logan Smith on the carry.
down about the 11, I think.
Alabama number 1, Lucas Honaker.
Smith then go out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7. The ball resting right on the 10-yard line.
About 7.
Pioneers send 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Andy Stoots under center. Gives the ball to his fullback. Looks straight ahead, picks up about a yard. That was Sneed on the carry. Picks up about a yard on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 6.
About 6 for the Pioneers.
Clock is moving, 6:30 left. It's 35-6, the Pioneers lead it. Two wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Andy Stoots under center, pitches it back to Smith. No place for him to go. He's stacked up on about the 12-yard line. Where Tazewll will take over on downs, 1st and 10. We're halfway through this 4th quarter, 35-6. The Pioneers lead it. DJ Kitts in the shotgun, gives it off to his running back. That's Harris. He gets over the 15, up close to the 20-yard line. Pretty good yardage for Harris. It's about 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3. Kitts gives it off to his man in motion.
Harris on the carry. Stop by number 2.
Harris gets up over the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
31.
Well, I think going to be about a half yard short of a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and short. I think Harris just got over the 100-yard mark. He's had some tough yardage out there tonight, but he's a good-looking runner, you can tell. Third and very short. Derek Young with that carry gets the ball up to the 25-yard line. And that'll be a 1st down for Tazewll. 4:41 left on the clock. 35-6, the Pioneers lead it. Big win here for the Pioneers. This will get them into playoff action. They'll probably have to travel. The way things look today, they'll probably have to go to Bluefield and play Graham. But that's not written in stone.
Flag on the play.
The Bulldogs take a timeout as the play clock is about to run off. 4:14 left in the game. 35-6 the Pioneers lead it. You're watching high school football on ARC TV. Okay, we're back. 1st and 10, Tazewll. Kitts gives it off to his running back, and he gets up over the 30, about to 31. That was Derek Young on the carry. They mark him on the 31, so nice gain of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Young off the right tackle, picks up good yardage, gets it over the 35 up to about the 37. So that'll be another 1st down for Tazewll. There was a handoff, I think, to Young once again. He picks up about 3 yards up to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Tazewll. Young gets a nice hold. We got a flag on the play. That's probably going to come back, I think. Holding call against the Bulldogs. They'll bring that one back. It'll cost Tazewll 10 yards. They'll mark it from the 39-yard line back to the 29.
White does not get the credit that he deserves, but you know, he's a daggone good football coach. One of the best that I've worked with. I worked with a coach.
It's going to be 2nd down, about 20, I think, for a 1st down. We've got 2:45 left in the game. 35-6, the Pioneers lead it. Young once again gets out wide. Gets up over the 45, up to about the 40. Well, they're going to mark him right, I think, on the 46. So picked up about 18 yards on that carry, 17, 18.
His foot last week. Watch him come up the line.
And it'll be 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. They need a couple of yards for a 1st down. Gets the 1st down. He gets over midfield down to about the 41-yard line of the Pioneers. That'll be another 1st down for the Dogs.
Get you some!
Once again, that's Young up the middle. I think we've got another flag, maybe. I think the Pioneers had too many men on the field. That's going to cost them 15 yards. That'll take the ball down inside the 20-yard line. Of course, the coach is doing a lot of subbing here late, and they wound up with too many men on the field. And so that'll be a 1st down for Tazewell. The ball is on the Lebanon 19-yard line. Kent's once again gives it to Young. He gets down to about the 16-yard line. Picks up a couple, 3 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Clock is moving. 1:15 left in the game. Kent's looking to throw, and boy, that nearly picked off out there.
Gets fast, broken up like number 20, Chandler Booth.
That was Chandler Booth that nearly picked that one off. He would have probably taken it all away had he caught it. Clock stopped with 51 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Tazewll. Once again, there's Young. He gets down inside the 10-yard line. He's down about the 5, might be inside the 5. That'll be a 1st down for the Dogs, and it'll be 1st and goal. Once again, gives it off to Young, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. So, good drive by Tazewll. Young doing about all the work on the ground, and that makes the score 35-12. Only 34 seconds left in the game, though. Tazewll will probably go for 2 points here.
Had a big part of my life. None of them more than Larry Hikes. Influenced me on a lot of things. Much more than football.
Tazewell having a little trouble there, setting up their extra point. I don't know whether they got a man short in there or what. They're going to have to take a time out here on this extra point. Looks like that's Bryson Mays who was going to try to kick the extra point. Evidently, he had a piece of equipment that he needed. Looks like Tazewell was going to try to kick this extra point. I think that's Matt Whitt who's going to try the extra point after the timeout. I think he's a straight-on kicker, too. Ball's down, the kick is up. It's wide to the left. So 34 seconds left. It's 35-12 Pioneers. We'll be back for the Tazewell kickoff shortly. You're watching high school football on ARC TV. We're ready for the kickoff. I think Tazewell's probably going to try an onside kick. That's Landon Atkins in there. I don't know whether he's. I think maybe he's going to drop kick this kickoff. If he does, that'll be something you hadn't seen in a while.
Drop kick, I love it.
Man, he missed it. He whiffed on that one. He was going to drop kick that thing. I don't think he ever let it hit the ground. But anyway, I'm not sure. I think Lebanon will get the ball right at the 40-yard line. You know, way in the past, I've seen some drop kickers that kick that ball pretty good, but it's kind of a lost art. But anyway, I don't think I've seen anybody drop kick the kickoff. Of course, it was an onside kick is what it was, but it didn't work. But the Pioneers will take over. They're going to have to run at least one play here. Anyway, I think the Pioneers will definitely get in the 2A playoff. Not sure when and where, and not really sure whether we'll have any TV on that one or not, but it'll depend on certain circumstances. The Pioneers have won this big game. Our final score, we've still got time on the clock, but the clock is going to run off. Pioneers will beat Tazewell 35-12. They have ensured themselves a playoff spot. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our television replays this year. We've had a really good time doing them. Had a good ending here to this Pioneer season. They run their record to 4-6 now. One thing I admire about this team, you know, they could have packed their tents a long time ago. They lost 3 pretty tough games early in the year. And like I say, they could have folded it up, but they haven't. They've stuck it out and are playing very well here at the end of the year. Final score 35-12 for Ernie Binko. I'm Jamie Farley, wishing everyone a very pleasant good evening. This has been a presentation of ARC Sports.